Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Darral Addison. I'm the founder and inventor of a growing system called torpedopot.com behind me, where we make self-growing planters that grow your food for you, where you don't have to grow your food anymore. A lot of you have been laboring hard this year. The summer has been really treacherous. And then we had a couple of cold spells to come in and literally just wipe your crops out if you're in the ground. But for us at Torpedo Pot, we're just getting started. We grow food 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. We have food on your table if that's what you want. This morning I went out and I picked some breakfast. I went to show you. A lot of secondary, for those who are growing, have been very successful at growing. Your season is practically over, I guess. A lot of you aren't producing any food anymore. You've been coming outside almost every day watching your fruits and vegetables. Not at Torpedo Pot. We put our seeds in, we put our plants in, we set the timer, we forget it. We go back and we may supplement with a 3-12-12 solution, but otherwise we really don't do anything else. So this morning, as every morning, I'm ready to harvest and have some breakfast. So I need to let you guys see exactly what's going on here at Torpedo Pot. So the first thing I did was that I picked some nasturtiums. These nasturtiums are very edible and they're delicious. I love the flowers because each of the flowers have a different taste and flavor to it. And it is so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit closer for you guys to see it. Can you see it there? This is a beautiful, beautiful flower. The leaves of the plant has a peppery taste to it, and the flowers are sweet, and they have nectar inside of them, which I don't know if I want to wait for breakfast, but I think I'm going to eat them right now. Delicious. So most of you could go from garden to table, but a lot of you won't make it to the table because the Torpedo Pot grows so well. These are nasturtium. These are the leaves. And we grew these as decorative plants, decorations. But these nasturtium leaves are very spicy. And I love growing them all the time. So, nasturtium with the flowers and the leaves, both are very edible. I'm going to have these for breakfast. Next, I cannot have breakfast without growing my celery. I love celery. Torpedo Pot grows your food. It grew this celery. We brought the plants from our grower. I think we brought 40 plants for like $13. We put them in the Torpedo Pot and they're growing now. They're growing to the wintertime. Celery is a very, very hardy plant. And we don't have any problems with that at all. It always grows and it does extremely well. Inside the Torpedo Pot, you're looking behind me, we have radishes, we have beets, we have beans, we have kale growing inside of these Torpedo Pots, and further down there we have tomatoes. These Torpedo Pots grew my food. They grew my celery, they grew my nasturtium, and I don't have to worry about food again in my life because it's already here. But I think one of the things I like about Torpedo Pot is that it grew my chives. I love chives. I love chives. And every time I grow them in a Torpedo Pot, they come back over, well, not through seasoning, but when I cut them down, 1 16-inch Torpedo Pot produced 5 pounds of chives. 5 pounds of chives. Expect that from 4 to 5 pounds of chives, just to be on the safe side for you guys. You guys are beginners and stuff like that. But I have my chives. So the Torpedo Pot grew my celery. It grew my flowers for my nasturtium. Grew my nasturtium, and it grew my chives. When I take my chives, I cut them down to size, and I just slice them up and put them in my food, and it adds such natural flavor and value to your food. I love natural smelling food. This is not like what you get in the supermarket. This is not hydroponic. We don't add nutrients to water to feed your plants. We use soil, the bioactivity in the soil, we use that to grow your food with, and that's what we do with the chives, and that's why we're so successful. You should get a lot of chives every year. Nasturtium is something you're going to get every year also. Let's see what else we have here. We have curl parsley. And I love curl parsley. This is a very faithful plant. Every year, I cannot see myself eating without having curl parsley. I love it. I use it in all my meals. They call it curl parsley. They say it's originated in Africa. And so from there, it went to so many different places around the world, but its origins are in Africa. But this is a beautiful, beautiful plant, and it's so nutritious, so healthy. And you're getting healthy, nutritious food. Now remember now, I'm not putting on a show for you. Torpedo Pot you see behind me, they grew my food for me. This is not about me sitting down and telling you how beautiful my plants are, even though they are beautiful. Not sitting down trying to tell you how healthy my plants are, even though they are healthy. How Torpedo Pot can grow your food, saving you on your water bill, saving you on your plants dying. And for those who have plants, they can come back year after year after year. Torpedo Pot grows your food with no human intervention. And I'm having a great breakfast. So let's go a little bit further. I have Hungarian peppers. Now, this year we grew, I think Hungarian, we must have grown about, I think 450 Hungarian peppers. And this is what's left over on the planters, where I just eat randomly. Actually, we grew more than 450, but in 10 torpedo pots, we grew over 1,000 peppers. But I only measured in 10 torpedo pots. So we grew 3 types of peppers in the torpedo pots. One was the Hungarian pepper, one was the cayenne pepper, and one was the jalapeno pepper. And the Hungarian pepper took off. And these are small ones because I'm eating them now because I made all my harvests that I normally do. I stored the 450 peppers away in my freezer so I can have them for the next couple of months as I go through the winter time. I've actually started using them in chili. So my torpedo pot grew 450 Hungarian peppers. It also grew, I think it was 700 cayenne peppers. 700 cayenne peppers. Amazing. Speaking of cayenne, this is the cayenne peppers here. And trust me, they are hot. They are hot. I love my cayenne peppers. They're red hot and they're delicious. So I've got all of this food that I've been growing in my torpedo pot. And the food that you see here is only a fraction, a minuscule fraction of the total food that we've grown in our torpedo pots. You're just looking at a fraction I'm having breakfast with. So I get to eat healthy every day. I think that's one of the challenges that we have around the world, is that we cannot eat healthy every day. We go to the supermarket, we buy food, it's perishable. It goes in the refrigerator, it stores, it rots. My torpedo pot, I come out and I pick my food fresh and eat it. I don't go to the supermarket for any of this stuff. I don't buy food from the supermarket and all those places when I know that I have it here for me to eat. If I don't have it, it's another different story. But if I'm growing the varieties of food that I like and have it at my disposal, Torpedo Pot will grow it and you'll have it for you. And lastly, these are my tomatoes. I want to talk a little bit about tomatoes because a lot of you, when you grow your tomatoes, your season is done, is over with. And I want to share with you an important fact. Anytime it takes more time to plant and take care of your food than it does to harvest your food, then the method that you're using is not good. Torpedo Pot grows your food for you 365 days a year. I spend more time harvesting my food than I do planting my food. Planting your food in Torpedo Pot is a 5-minute job. You put a hole in, put a seed in, put a hole in, put your plant in, you forget it. For a lot of you, that's not true. For a lot of you, you're weeding, you're watering every day. Do you know how much time that is? Then you gotta fertilize, you gotta protect it from all of the animals around you. The soil, you got to continue to add soil. We don't have that problem. Matter of fact, Torpedo Pot grows my food for me. It uses a substantial amount less water than any of you could use in your growing environment. And it grows it tremendously. So what I do is that I come out, I get my tomatoes. I love it. Pick the tops off. This is good. Well, I'm going to put my tomatoes here. Is that okay? Okay. So, my food is here. So, the problem that you have is getting food at your disposal. The problem I have is what creative thing can I do next with my food? How can I cook this down? I cooked a chicken yesterday in the oven, and I want to slice it up, but I had it yesterday, so I want to try something new. I can just eat them all here fresh, and they will never make it. To my kitchen because they taste so good. Let me try this cayenne pepper. See what it tastes like. Is that okay? Wow, that's delicious. Man, that's delicious, dude. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Wow, that's good. When torpedo pot grows your food, it allows your plant to interact with the soil. When it interacts with the soil, it pulls out all types of nutrients. It's also spicy hot. So while the food you're getting from the supermarket will not have the full body taste, flavor, and texture, and so many other things, because it's not grown in a, we don't use the word organic. It's not grown in an environment where your food can express itself. Torpedo pot is the world's first self-growing planter. It's a scientific wonder because it grows your food for you. It allows your plants to express their true colors, their flavors. Everything that it was designed to do when it comes out. Torpedo pot creates an environment where your plant can maximize its growth and achieve things that it could never achieve before. Let me try the Hungarian pepper, see what it tastes like. Not bad. Not bad at all. Every natural, organic, not even use the word organic, we use the word biotic. Why? Organic is about you adjusting the environment to create an environment for your plant. We at Torpedo Pot understand that you could never create an environment for your plant. It's like when you come home from work. Somebody can create an environment for you or impose an environment on you. But at the end of the day, you're like a controller in this situation here. Your food will be in this location here in the house. Your dog, your cats will be in that location. So you have an idea how you're going to build your own environment. And that's what a plant does. Torpedo Pot allows the plant to build its own environment so that it can bring out the true colors and flavors and textures that it was designed to do. Isn't that beautiful? Man, this is my food, dude. I love it. I think I'm going to eat everything up before it makes it to the, you know, when you get an opportunity, I want you to try this nasturtium, okay? Really great plant. This has a real peppery flavor. Now, we use it in our salads, and I may use it in my soups because of the flavor. I want to bring that flavor out of my meats and everything else, for those who do eat meat. And when I do, I just want to spice it up a little bit. But the spiciness of the nasturtium leaf is amazing. It tastes so good. Oh my gosh, it tastes so good. And it's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. Guaranteed to give you a spiciness that you never had before. Torpedo Pot grows your food when nothing else does. There's no reason for you not going without food. You need to have a torpedo pot that grows your food for you. This is my celery. At one point in our videos, we grew 21 pounds of celery. Yes, 21 pounds of celery. Go to YouTube, look at our videos. Torpedo Pot grew 21 pounds of celery. And let me tell you something, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful, guys. The celery is so robust. And I love it. When I go out to work in the morning time, I take my celery. And I use it as a, oh, this is good. Wow. This is really good. I use it as a dip in a lot of my, well, I dip my celery in my dip. And I can eat it throughout the day. It's actually delicious. It's so good. Matter of fact, this substitutes me eating a heavy meal. I like eating. But because I grow natural food in a torpedo pot, I know that when I dip this and I stick it in my mouth, I'm getting the nutrition as if that's nutrition as it was designed to be. This is not growing because I'm taking control trying to growing it. It's growing naturally as if that is what it was designed to be. Torpedo Pot allows your food to have its own natural flavors and colors and texture. The way it was designed to be. Stop adding fertilizers to your food. Stop trying to use hydroponics to grow your food and getting less healthy. I don't have to worry about my health. I don't have to worry about going and get GNC vitamins and pills and all this other stuff. I don't need that stuff because my food is right at my doorstep. If I wanted to eat healthy every day, I could eat healthy every day. I don't have to limit myself. So The purpose of me doing this video is that to let you guys see that if you buy a torpedo pot, put your plant in it, you'll be surprised how much food and how much availability of food will be at your disposal. Not only that, but I'm growing out my full life cycle. Most of your plants are dead. My next season is behind me. I got peas over here that are growing, beans that are growing. I got collards that are growing right here. I got kale growing right here, and behind me, way back there, that's my, those are my tomato plants. And you're just looking at what's behind me. I've also got some beets that I've grown a couple of days, but you guys have already seen that. I'm going to take that, I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to put it in one fantastic mill. What I need to know, though, from you guys is, because torpedo pot can grow food in such abundance, and you will never have a problem of starvation if you follow our directions for growing your food in a torpedo pot. You follow our directions, you will be set for the rest of your life. Torpedo pot will grow your food and provide you more nutrition than you could buy any place else in the world. You can't buy the nutrition that torpedo pot provides. You can't buy it any place in the world. All nutrition that you're going to get from your fruits and vegetables have been extracted out. And all you're getting is how we look at the periodic table in terms of elements. We don't grow, considering the biotic environment, the living organisms and the fungus and the bacteria and so many other things in the soil that are interacting to grow your food. We don't consider any of that stuff. We believe that we got a little tablet, we just pop it in my mouth, and boing, it's going to make us healthy. It doesn't work that way. You need your health. You need your health, and you need it done the right way. Let torpedo pot grow your food so health will be at your disposal 24 hours a day. Like I'm sharing with you guys, my crop is just beginning. My summer crop is over. In one torpedo pot, we can grow over 1,000 of these cherry tomatoes. In one torpedo pot, we can grow 150 big boy tomatoes. This year we grew, like I said, about 700 of the Hungarian peppers, 450 of the cayenne peppers, and guess what? There's only 2 to 3 torpedo pots that are growing it. Not a lot. 2 to 3 torpedo pots are growing this. Nasturtium, oh my gosh. I haven't even begun to harvest my nasturtium. I've got to harvest them because when it turns cold, they go sour. But it hasn't really turned that cold at all, and they're doing great. My chives are doing perfectly. I love them. Cut them down to size. So again, problems that I have are not the same problems that you have. My problems are, how can I cook my food? Your problems are, how can I grow my food? So rather be my nasturtium, rather be my celery, rather be my garlic chives, rather be my curled parsley. Doesn't matter what it is. Torpedo pot grows your food with no human intervention, and you and your family should be very safe and settled in for what you have to eat. Darral Addison, torpedopot.com. Darral Addison, torpedopot.com. And Godspeed. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.